Good morning. Yeah, there's those circles. Good morning, guys. Thanks for being patient. Get a giveaway going. When you wake up in the morning, first thing you should do is sing 3 songs loudly. It wakes up your vagus nerve. Pick pump up songs if you can. Good morning, Kathy girl. It has been a week. Let me tell you, it's been a week. I'm so happy that so many of you are here. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, TJ. If you guys want to mod them, let me know and I'll mod you up. I have some beautiful stuff today, but also we're going to talk about how your week went because this is your last week of February 2026. You're never going to get it back. You have to remember that. And you have an opportunity to turn it around. So if you didn't utilize the week in the way that you wanted to, if this isn't the memory that you want to make, then change it. But this is your life. No one else is going to go back and go, did we maximize our time? Did they have enough water? Did they hydrate their body? Were they focused on their mental health? So instead, you have to take stock. I exchanged my life, my time for whatever happened this week. Was it worth it? If it wasn't, then you adjust. Tree City finds in the house. Alfine are waiting tomorrow for our daughter. So exciting. Have a great show. Oh, thanks, Al. Congrats to your daughter. That's why I want you to look at everything. When you get to the end of the night, ask yourself, okay, I exchanged a day of my life for this thing that I did or this thing that I said. Am I okay with that? How do I feel about that? And if you feel great, then awesome. And if you don't, then you have to adjust. You have to pivot. All right, guys, getting that giveaway. Well, thank you for sharing the show. I appreciate you so much. Guys, the whole point of doing this Friday show is to pump you up to go into your weekend. You know, good morning, Lisa. The Monday show sets you up for the week. We want to remind you that you are powerful beyond measure and beautiful beyond compare. You want to go into the week with that mindset. This way, it shields you. This way, every time there's an interaction that doesn't feel great, doesn't feel like it's in alignment, you have an opportunity to say, cancel, clear, delete. This isn't what I want to exchange my life for. I don't want to be part of this. When people start to speak negatively around you or gossip around you or just kind of go into a trauma spiral, that's when you can say, actually, I don't accept this as part of my day. And you can readjust. But if you aren't fully in control, then what happens is other people can take control or your feelings and emotions. And we know that feelings are not facts, guys. They're not facts. I just dropped you. Hopefully that's okay. Good morning, guys. Getting that giveaway. Oh, good luck to your daughter. Hey, Mandy. I'm so sad my daughter just got my pictures hanging on her desk. I love it. What state? I am in Florida. If you're talking to me, I actually got a bunch of new dopamine stuff in, which I'm really excited about. But in the first 5 minutes, I try to make sure that I run something. This way, we can hit the goal and I can spend more of the time talking and less of the time selling because the ADHD, I can't always focus on both. But I want to hear how your week went, what maybe didn't go well and you need to pivot. Do you need that big sister to kind of remind you that nobody can take control of your headspace? Nobody's allowed to live rent free. You let me know what it is that you need. But 6 daughters. Woo-hoo. I do have special things that I can run only on these shows because we have more time. So actually, I thought we had more time, but I need a ring sizer. But I have some beautiful rings I was going to get my hands on. And thank you to everyone who showed up for my rate trains this week. It means more than you know. We need to stop following people and start selling. Yes, somewhere warm. For sure, it's warm today. It was freezing the last couple of days, but not freezing like northerners are used to. All right, I'm going to run her just to see how we're doing and how the room is. So this was part of the July set because that's the July birthstone. And all the info is back here for you. Well, good morning. Her MSRP is $128, guys. This is a lab-created ruby with rose gold plating, 18 inches long with a 2.5-inch extender. And she does have a removable pendant, which I love. That means that you could use the necklace and put whatever you want on it, but she is absolutely gorgeous. And Even though she's MSRP 128, am I going to run her for $8? I am, and we are going to see how it goes. But we're going to hope that this is not a mistake. But I try to run things at the beginning so I can spend the rest of the time talking. So I'm going to run her, and we are not going to run her for 30 seconds. I wish it would just default to 10. I really do. Do you know how many times I accidentally ran things for 30? It's not so fun. All right, guys, this is running right now. The MSRP on her is 128. She's 18 inches with a removable pendant, high quality material, so tarnish resistant. You don't have to worry about that green ring that you get with cheap jewelry. Oh, okay, that was stolen. But Erica, congrats to you on that. Let me grab a sticker and I'll get another giveaway going. So what are you guys doing for your weekend? How are you going to make sure that this weekend is worthy of you? I mean, this is your life, right? Like, that's what people forget. Like, this is your life. You get to control it. You have kids, then they control it. But I mean, those of you who are parents know what I'm talking about there, right? Oh, and heartstrings, I saw that beautiful review you left me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know. Guys, I have a huge surprise coming on Monday night. Oh, thank you, Emily. EMZ Bins in the house. A beautiful, sweet new seller. Just got the boys ice cream, which I appreciate so much, and they're definitely going to appreciate it. We rated into her last week if you were one of the people who jumped on, and she's a breath of fresh air. She's a sweetheart. Do I dare let you guys try and steal another necklace from me? This one is Van Cleef inspired. And look at this. It's bold and brilliant. So all of these necklaces are retired. They were limited edition. You can't get them anymore. That's why they're selling for so much on eBay. Most of them are going for at least 80 on eBay because they were from surprise sets. So you couldn't just buy them. And then once they were gone, they were gone. So this one is called A Bold and Brilliant Hope with a lab created ruby and genuine quartz. And it does have a removable pendant if you just wanted that Dior inspired chain, 18 inches long with a 2.5-inch extender. So I'm gonna start her at 8, mainly because I was too lazy to make other entries. Let's be honest. But she's silver tone with the drop down, just absolutely beautiful. Look at when I blur it out. You see that sparkle? Let me bring her back. Tell me that's not gorgeous. And then that pendant is removable. So her MSRP is on there. She comes with her gift box. Her MSRP is $160. I love the chain too. So she's running right now. And I appreciate that you guys are here and you're hanging out with me. We'll run a couple of these if they go well. I try to run stuff in the beginning because then it kind of clears the way and I can do all of my motivational stuff, my mental health, setting you up for your weekend. But I do have to make sure that you pay the bills, right? I like the removable chain or the removable pendants because then you can use the chain for anything you have. I love those. You guys are gonna get sick of my music because I feel like I listen to the same things over and over again. But like you can't listen to Mandy Moore without being happy, right? Yeah, that's a great grab at 13. I don't think I'm gonna run any more of those, but I do have some gorgeous rings here. So drop your sizes in the chat, and I'm gonna see if I can find a ring for you. I was lucky enough that I'm telling you, if you guys want to find stuff, make sure that people around you know, because once people heard that I was looking to source items, people started reaching out to me, and I was able to get a huge clear out of this girl's inventory of high-end jewelry. So size 7. All right, let's look for a size 7. The problem with these songs is that they make me want to like get up and dance, and can't do that. Can't do that. Size 9. I opened a size 9, so let me show you this one. This one was limited edition called Universe of Light. It's lab created aqua blue it's rhodium plated, and the MSRP is $126 on her. Look at her carriage. Tell me that that's not gorgeous. So typically I bring these to jewelry shows, but I wanted to bring a couple of higher end items to this show so that we could hit the goal faster. So we could have more time to chat. So I'm going to run this right now in case anyone wants it. She is a size, oh, she's a 6. A 6. Your girl read it upside down, thought that it was a 9. So this is a 6 in case anyone wants a 6. Erica cleaning up today. Are you guys all following Heartstrings Treasures? Make sure that you're following people that you see inside of this chat, the people who are interacting, because they're beautiful humans. Does anyone want to guess what the surprise I have for you for Monday night is? It's so much fun, and I think everyone's going to love it. All right, let's see what size this is. What size are we looking for? I do have my coloring book isn't going to be here for a long time, but I have the coloring books that I ordered. They came in. I have a gorgeous hematite 7 with an opal stone, if anyone said 7. Sarah, congrats on that giveaway. Oh my God, that's beautiful. I have so many 6s here that are gorgeous. Secondhand Savage in the house. I do not have any 5s. I know that I don't have any 5s. I have a lot of 6s, 7 and 8. I haven't seen any 9s in here, I don't think. Oh my God, but these rings are stupid. Tell me your sizes again. I can't. They're all so beautiful. And guess what? I got the Guy Fidget Spinner rings in, a bunch of dopamine items. So I can show you those too. 8 or 9. You would think I would have left them out of their bag. Your girl did not organize well. 7, 8, and 9. I have this one here that I just pulled out that's a 7. And it has, let's see, this one is Lab Created Rubies with genuine quartz, and this is 14 karat gold plated. When I blur it out, look at the sparkle. Let me get it not blurred out. And she's in a 7. So I'm going to run her right now. She's running. Her MSRP is $140. And she comes with her little baggie. It tells you everything about her, her MSRP, and all the things. Cindy, going to you. So on these shows too, I have all the mental health stuff. So I have the Penguin, I have the Compact, I have everything, but I only sell one per show. So if you came in here and you're like, okay, I've been wanting to get one and I need to get one, then let me know and I'll run it. Thank you guys so much for popping in. I also have brand new wire wrapped crystal rings, and these can be size 7 or size 8. So they are adjustable, and they have those genuine crystals inside of them, which I thought were so beautiful. And they have a little bit of give, which is nice. So I'll run this one right now in case anyone wants it. It's a wire wrapped crystal ring, and it has 3 blue stones in it. So that one's running. Tell me what you're doing with your weekend, since you're trading your weekend for, you're trading the time this weekend for, your life, right? So if all you're doing is stressing because it's a family event that you really don't want to go to, that's not fair to you. The whole week's going to pass you by, and you're better than that. This one is, someone said silver tone. So this is a silver tone wire wrapped ring with crystals. Looks like you have one that looks like, so we have smoky quartz and then amethyst. So this one is running right now. It's adjustable to 7 or an 8. Good morning, friend. And I'm loving the circles. I only want to run one of each thing. So if this is what you want, then make sure you grab it. They grow up too fast. Mine's 26 months old. Let's see what somebody said about sourcing. Going sourcing with my wifey and mama. Oh, I love that. It's always better when you have somebody else. These beads are faceted too, so they are beautiful. Cindy, that's going to you. I am going to try to go sourcing. I went sourcing yesterday, and this guy was so mean to me. I had a week, guys. I cried a lot this week. It's funny because I preach positivity and pumping yourself up and not getting caught up in things, but so much easier said than done. Not doing this show on Wednesday threw me off because I'm so used to hanging out with you guys and then being positive. but I found a bunch of dopamine things, and so that made me really happy. Let's see. I got in my feelings too. I went to a coin shop to try and learn and source and find stuff this way I have like higher end things, and the guy was really mean to me. Like I said, I'm looking for things that I can buy for less than $1, basically like different types of coins that I can learn about. And he's like, anything under $1 for a baby, like in that voice. And I'm like, I'm sorry, someone just said come to a coin shop. I needed a whole bucket of coins that were all under $1. And he's like, that's what I give to kids to make them happy. He's so mean. But then I remember that I'm flipping awesome. And the tiny penguin is in my corner. And anytime I'm upset, all I have to do is grab my tiny penguin and do some box breathing. I did a lot of box breathing this week, guys. A lot of box breathing. I tell everybody you just got to rip off the band-aid and be confident and get on whatnot. And it's hard alone. It really, really is. But when you have tiny penguin, it makes it easier. And so I called my tiny penguin pretty much all week long my emotional support human. And she body doubled with me and did all the things. And on the back, you get your box breathing instructions. So this is the tiny penguin for today. I'm only going to do one today. If you want him, he's running. I'm sorry, folks are mean. Just keep being amazing and get your positive energy. That's true. I mean, haters going to hate, right? Taylor Swift told us that. The reality is we can't let their water get into our ship and then sink it. But here's what I noticed. It's worse when I'm alone. When I'm alone, I get really upset about things and then I start to like get down about them. But when I'm here talking to you guys or when I'm talking to my sister or talking to somebody else, all of a sudden it doesn't really matter as much anymore, Exactly. I learned one new place not to buy from. So I was looking for dopamine items and I have the journals, which I love. And my son was like, Mom, we need these. So I'm like, okay, whatever you think. And of course, he stole them. So I have what he didn't take. But I thought that these were super cute. For those of you that have been into the journaling, have been doing your gratitude, for the people who are listening to me when I tell you that writing things down helps manifest them and make them happen more often. We found strawberry shortcake ones, little strawberry shortcake journals. He, of course, stole one. And I like that it comes with the matching strawberry shortcake pen. But I want you in the morning. So I do Gratitude Plus. If you don't do that, then you should get inside of our circle. We have our own little group chat on Whatnot, and it's called Light It Up Tribe, and we have our own circle on Gratitude Plus, which just means it'll send you a reminder every day, like, hey, what are 3 things that you're grateful for? And it's a great way to start your day instead of just waking up and immediately thinking about everything that you have to do or doom scrolling. So you wake up and you write down what you're grateful for. But some people don't want to do it electronically. So you have your journal. You can write down what you're grateful for. You can write down mantras. You can write down tips and tricks. You can write down shimmers that happen during the day, which are really great things that happen, and they don't have to be big. Like the opposite of a trigger is a shimmer. So you got a great parking space. Your drink tasted extra crispy and good. Like whatever it is, you write it down. So my son found these. I have like 10 different little dopamine items that my son found and that I fell in love with, and I let him pick out and then steal one of. So this will be a strawberry shortcake gratitude journal, and then I'll write a mantra inside of it for you if you want to start it off. And this is the only one that I'm running and the first one I'm running. So if you're a strawberry shortcake fan, or if you want something to write gratitude, mantras, anything inspirational in, then this is for you. Hey, Carrie Bear, I'm glad that you're popping in. I feel like I'm getting used to the names now. My husband calls our babies, our fur baby. I'm telling you, emotional support pets are a thing. And I didn't really believe that so my ex had a dog that I am obsessed with, and I miss her dearly. But I felt like she was an emotional support pet, legitimately. I also brought in more of those goddess rings for you guys. So if you tell me your size again, I can show you those. And then if you don't have any plans this weekend and you're thinking to yourself like, okay, I don't have any plans, sometimes it's a recipe for disaster, because that means somebody else can take over or hijack your weekend. Maybe you need it to be a mental health weekend. Maybe you need to stay in and stay away from the drama. But what I want you to get in the habit of is protecting your energy. I don't know if any of you have my protection blends, but I do a protection bubble. And let me tell you, it helps more than anybody realizes, because I notice when I do my protection bubble in the morning, I don't know if any of you guys do this. Oh, thanks for the promotion, man. When I do my protection bubble in the morning, I remember that I did it. And all of a sudden, when people start to get into my space or get into my head, I kind of feel like there's this force field around me. Does that make sense? So imagine like an invisibility cloak of armor. That's what it does. You have to go into every situation thinking my only job is to protect my energy. My only job is to protect my happiness because no one else is thinking about your happiness first. That's just not a thing. Unless you're my sister. My sister thinks about everybody else before she thinks about herself because she's just exceptional. All right, I'm going to run these silver tone. These are retired aquamarine CZs, rhodium plated, so high-end jewelry. The MSRP on them is $130. And they are beautiful. They're not going to be number 3. I think that they're going to be, I don't know what number they're going to be, but look at those. And I only have one of each of these, not for this show, like ever in life. This girl sold me her whole collection. She didn't have any duplicates, but they are so beautiful. So I'm running them. If you would like them, then you can grab them now. The MSRP on them is $130. So if you're going to sell them or gift them, then that'll be right there. And they come in their gift box. I appreciate you guys bidding. Thank you so much. I'm able to get, anytime I'm able to sell something on here, it allows me to continue to stay on here, which means a lot. I love being here with you. I was telling my sister yesterday that these all this jewelry that I got was a godsend because I feel like I don't have enough stuff in order to stay live. And all I want to do is hang out with you guys. I just want to be live, but I can't be live with nothing to sell. It doesn't work. I mean, I guess I could just come in here and talk, but eventually it gets a little old. They are beautiful Salty Sisters. And for $13, Taylor Swift's number, I mean, what was that? More than 90% off of retail? All right. 7, 8. I have this in a 7, an 8, and a 9. And I thought it was so beautiful. You know that I love anything celestial. So this has the half moon, or this has the crescent moon. It has the heart, and then what looks like a compass in the background. Tell me that that's not so pretty full. There's it there. You get the sparkle when it's blurred out. And then when it's not blurred out, look at that. And the stones have so many different colors that's literally going to match anything. 1, 1. So I have this in a 7, 8, and a 9. It's running right now. Just a beautiful little half moon ring. Jewelry gives us dopamine. And when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good. You literally show up differently in the world. Jarhead's in my room. What? Well, hello. And thank you so much for popping in, Jarhead. Jarhead with the first purchase. Semper Fi. Thank you so much for your service. Everyone say hi to Jarhead. Moon's in the chat for first purchase. Yes, please. I'm actually going to another coin shop later today and going to attempt to not get yelled at. Yeah, let me run a givey right now. Last time I ran so many giveys that I felt like I was packaging just those. I have this in a 6, 6.5, and an 8.5. Look at this gorgeous ring. Any sports bobbleheads? No, not today. I spend the morning shows kind of talking about mental health, getting people set up for their week. And then I just sell a couple of my jewelry pieces or like little dopamine items to give you a little pick-me-up during the week. But thank you for popping in. I actually don't think I've ever had a sports bobblehead, so I will not be offended if you do not follow me. But you never know what I'm going to find because I am going to start selling everything out of my garage because I have to make space. This is 6.5 and I have it in an 8.5. So, oh, Jarhead, I didn't get the size that you want. Will you let me know which one you want? I was holding this 7, and that's the one that I stickered. Oh, he said he wanted a 9? Okay. I'm glad I caught that, or that would not have fit at all. The 9 is now gone. Oh, guys, one of the best humans ever just entered our room. Can you guys all please say hello to Jen Jig? She is the reason I'm in Unite 2026. She has been more helpful than almost anyone I've ever met on this app, and her energy is explosive and magnetic. And so, Jen, in the mornings on Mondays and Fridays, I remind everyone that they are powerful beyond measure, beautiful beyond compare, and that they shouldn't let negativity and other stuff get in the way. So they can't go into their weekend and let anyone hijack it. But we also sell a couple things here and there because we got to make sure that we have plenty of money for the kiddos. So, oh, hi, Bestie. Look, guys, Bestie's in here. Say hi to Serena. Serena, I was able to get an entire collection of this girl's gorgeous high-end jewelry. So these are retired. They're fairy tale hoops, black onyx, and diamond CZs, hematite plated, 140 MSRP. But what's beautiful about these is, so you get the gorgeous hoops, right? But they also come with the removable charms that you can add to the bottom of them. And all this jewelry is going to be hypoallergenic, nickel-free, cadmium-free, lead-free, like higher end jewelry, tarnish resistant. You want nicer jewelry. This is not costume. This is considered semi-fine. So I bought out this girl's entire collection. So, and I'm going to run it right now for just $8 because that's what we do here. And whoever gets it, gets it. But you get the gift box, the MSRP's up at the top, and then you get the removable charms that go with these earrings. You can wear them on their own, which Elena would love, teeny little silver hoops like this, but you can also attach those dangles to them. And Eric is like, I'm not crazy enough to pass that up. Those are stunning. I know, with your gauged ears. I know. I couldn't sleep last night. I almost put on your show, and then I was like, no, then I'd be tempted to talk, and then I'd be tempted to buy. And so I went to bed. I can't watch anything on Wednesdays and Thursdays because of the kids. I love the bling too. I do too. Honestly, I got into jewelry because I was looking for things that produce dopamine and things that would help people feel good at any time. I mean, I was selling intimacy products. I do have a couple pieces of lingerie. I can run those. I was selling intimacy products, which help people feel good in the bedroom. But when you go out and about, a lot of times women just feel down, right? You put your hair in a messy bun. You don't want to run into anyone from high school. But the reality is, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you do good. You show up differently in the world. And jewelry gives you dopamine. And anytime we can take dopamine in this otherwise heavy world, we have to take it. So I have a couple of these left. So Serena, I can see looking hot in that. I'm just saying. This is a small, medium, medium. Nice and stretchy. It doesn't have underwire, so it's not going to be restrictive, but it has that gorgeous lace. I always recommend with lingerie that you wear it right out of the shower. I'm just saying, dry yourself off, put this on. If you're like, oh, but my husband doesn't like lingerie, I tell this to everybody. When your partner sees you in lingerie, they know where things are headed, and it's not to church. I'm just saying. All right. So I'm going to run her. She's running right now. Her MSRP is $69. I'm running her for just $8. And it's super soft lace. Is it me or is the connection not great? Well, usually my connection isn't great, but right now I'm not seeing it lag. So let's see what other people in the chat say. I'm going to try one more piece to see if you guys like it. This one is a one size. Oh, okay. This one is one size, and it's in a cobalt blue with those cutouts. Cutouts are really great too. Maybe if you don't have, oh, Dragon Lady with the giveaway. Congrats on that. I think we have a fantastic connection as well, except through text message. We don't connect, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm going to run her right now. She's running for just 8. Her MSRP is $79. She's in a cobalt blue. I still love you, Serena. I love that you called me and now I feel better. If I text you, yes, that's true. That's true. But I feel like, when people call me and I'm not expecting it, I feel some type of way. All right. I have the sized fidgets that you guys asked for. Your old school, my old soul bestie. But that's okay. I'll call you. All right. Tell me, I have the size fidgets. I have 7, 8, and 9. So do we want gold, silver, rainbow, black, or rose gold? And tell me a size, because do you know? So when I was down this week, I was crying a lot this week. P.S. Mercury is in retrograde. So we're going to have technology issues, whether you believe it or not. You're going to have communication issues, whether you believe it or not. So all the glitches that I was having during my raid trains, I mean, Mercury's in retrograde. A lot of emotional stuff happens. People from the past are going to start to creep back in. You have to make sure you're protecting your energy. So I was crying a lot this week. I just had a lot of feelings about whatnot. Like, do I want to be here? Is this my place? Am I going to still have a life or have time? Do I have products people like? Blah, blah, blah. Spiraling. as if I'm in control. Like, we all know God is in control. So I don't know what I'm thinking, worrying about this stuff. I've survived 100% of everything I've ever been through. So have you. And God is in control, not me. So don't know what your girl's worrying about. But I still did that. So what I like to do is, for me, I like to get distracted by being productive. So I like to organize things. So I organized my ring collection because you guys are always asking me for low profile or silver or whatever, and I am digging through a bin and I couldn't do it. So I organized that and made me feel better. When is Mercury not in retrograde? Really only goes in retrograde 2 or 3 times a year. But when Mercury's in the microwave, everyone watch out. You shouldn't sign any contracts. You shouldn't agree on anything. You shouldn't make any commitments. It's just not the time for permanent decisions. Typically, during Mercury retrograde, I end up getting back with an ex. Like, that's typically what I do. That's like my pattern and my routine. And did my ex already pop back in? Not Paul. Did my ex already pop back? Of course, because I am a creature of habit and will never learn. They're exes for a reason. Yeah, well, they're comfortable though. Okay, what did we say? Gold, silver. I have the low profiles today. I even have a men's ring. I have a 10 and 11 fidget. Like, look at how sexy this would be on your partner. Look at how badass that is. That's a unisex ring, but I only have one. I love this song too. You can also, for dopamine, go back to things that are nostalgic. So movies that you love, music that you love, look at old photographs. That will instantly help you. Sitting in your head will never be the answer. And here's why. Because a committee meets up there and they never agree on anything. Also, feelings are not facts. So it doesn't help you. All right, tell me a size for the ring, 7, 8, or 9. Good morning, Finders Keepers. I tried to go to your show yesterday and I think you moved it. I tried. I can't usually do things on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but I tried. I also have a Swifty. I did save a Swifty Polaroid for this morning if anyone wants me to run that. Good morning. I feel like a lot of people are moving their shows. Now that I'm on more often, I'm noticing, and I used to do it too. So now I'm like, well, they moved their show. Oh yeah, I used to move mine like every single day. Oh goodness, I hope she's okay. Well, that's certainly a good reason. It'd be kind of crappy if you still ran it while she was in the hospital. Okay, good. That's all that matters. All right, do you guys want to know what the surprise is for Monday? Guess what's happening on Monday? Guys, get in this giveaway. Only 7 of you are in here. We talked about the rules here. We know what Whatnot does. Whatnot basically says, oh, no one's in your giveaway, so it must be garbage. So we're not sending one to your room. So if you're in the room and you don't want to be in the giveaway or you don't want it, that's okay. You don't need a sticker. You don't need a bookmark. Instead, put local on, and if you win, you won't get it. But then it won't be a surprise no mo. I know, but here's the dealio. I'm trying to get people excited because if people don't show up, I feel like I'm never going to get them to do this again. And once every 4 months, I get to choose what our girl group activity is. Also, in my head, you definitely said it like that. You said, then it won't be a surprise no mo. Someone has to guess. I mean, it'll be Monday night. Monday night is the full moon. So, is it how you said it? I need tape. My sticky dots are not stickins. That's exactly how I said it, Maria. All right, listen. I'll tell you what Monday night is. I'll put you out of your misery because I know that you're dying. You're at the edge of your seat. Monday night, my 3 childhood best friends, so my sister and my 2 childhood best friends, are coming over and going to stream with me. And we are probably the funniest group ever to have together because of the different personalities. And when I say we are so different, we would never be friends if we had been friends for this long. But we are all, look, Elena's like, what? As if she's surprised. So it'll be Tiny Penguin, whom you guys know, me, our friend Janina, who could not possibly want to be on camera less, and my friend Amy, who should be on camera. She's basically Marissa Tomei. And I don't have any plan. I have to be live because the full moon. So what we can do, but we get together to do like stuff like that anyway, do our like witchy stuff. Well, once a month, we trade someone's house. And I said, all right, I'm choosing the activity this month. I want all of you guys to go live with me. And they've never done it. Amy's been trying to get us to do a podcast for years. It has not happened. And Monday, I'm like, I'm throwing them into a live. So it could either go really well or really poorly. But I'm hoping that it goes really, really well and that they're excited and you guys love them because I love them. I also kind of want to introduce them to Whatnot. Like Amy, I really think she should be selling on here. Janina owns her own 501. She started her own 501c3, guys, for neurodivergent kids. Her son is autistic and she started her own. I told her to bring a shirt and we would absolutely sell it. Maybe I can get her to sign it. Is Dusty here? Is my wife here? It's too early her time for her to be here. It's way too early for Dusty to be here. What about brooches? Would anyone like this beautiful giraffe brooch? This is dopamine. That's what these shows should be called. I'm like a dopamine chaser. I've been trying to find my identity. Does anyone know anything about that? I feel like I want to be everything. I feel like I like everything, so I just end up being a hodgepodge. So I call myself a hot mess. But the reality is I just like chasing dopamine. Whatever I want to do, I want to do, and if I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it anymore. Usually I want to do it enough where I buy all of the stuff for it, and then I decide I don't want to do it anymore. Kind of like how I decided to go through my entire garage, pull everything out and organize it. I got through the part of pulling it all out and it's in my driveway under a tarp. Good morning, Gwen. Well, I'm about to run this giraffe pin that I think would be beautiful dopamine for someone on a scarf, on their shirt. You can put it on a headband or on a hat. But I loved him and he has champagne colors. So I'm going to run him. Man, that's called ADHD. I know. But just because I know it's called doesn't mean I know what to do about it. If you saw the shit on my desk, I have metaphysical stuff, dopamine stuff, jewelry stuff, lingerie stuff, storage unit stuff. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I created a new office over the weekend. Created an office. But I can't figure out what to do with my life. And so I end up spiraling. And that's what we often do. We have like these mini existential crises. And then we're like, what am I even doing? Am I even happy? I like to make sure I keep things like this around because if I start to get upset, then I just put this on. And I'm like, why am I upset? Like, I'm alive. I'm breathing. My children are healthy. How could I possibly be upset? What a great life this is, right? Breeze blissful buys. All right, guys, I'm going to run the giraffe to see if anybody wants him. He's a beautiful giraffe, broochy poo. And oh, of course, you're welcome. Thank you for actually entering it. You know, so many people enter giveaways and don't realize that you entering helps people come into this room. And then you thank me for the giveaway. I'm like, no, I'm happy that you actually entered it. Because when half the room doesn't enter it, I'm like, I hate you. No, not really. Someone let you adult. I don't know why anybody lets me adult. Oh, no problem, love. I mean, you're welcome to talk about it on here, but you do whatever you have to do. Honestly, if you're, so someone just booed me and said that they're really struggling. One of the best things that you can do when that's happening is I want you to use your senses. I want you to find something that you can see, find something you can taste, find something that you can touch, find something that you can smell. And that should put you back in the moment because the problem is happening inside of your head. You have to remember to ground yourself so that you can be constantly reminded that whatever I'm worried about isn't actively happening to me right now. You have to tell your central nervous system it's not happening. Every time you think about it, you're actually repeating the action in your head, but your central nervous system doesn't know it's happening in your head. It thinks it's happening now. So if you thought about a stranger walking in the door right now, you would start to get freaked out because your brain can't differentiate between what's happening in your head and what's happening in real life. So if you start to find that you're spiraling, if you start to find that you are exhausted or burnt out, whatever it is, you have to stop immediately, use your senses, and then remind yourself that it's not happening to you in the present. It's happening inside of your head. So you have to, that's why a lot of people like to meditate. And if you meditate and you start to think about it again, you can just imagine taking the thing you're thinking about and putting it inside of the stream of water that you visualize during your meditation, or as if the things that are happening are like passing clouds. So if you're worried and if you can't get out of that, get outside, grounding yourself, like take off your shoes, put your feet against the grass, sit down if you want to. You need to be able to feel the earth. So you want to ground yourself, you want to be present in the moment, and you want to use your senses. Then once you've done your breathing, you can ask yourself, what is bothering me and why am I afraid of it? because what's the worst that can happen is a question that usually the answer is not as scary as whatever's in our head. And is this happening to me right now? Ask yourself that question as well, because it's not. What you're doing is you are continuing your own suffering by making it happen right now by thinking about it. So I don't know if she was still in here and heard that. I know that she had to pop out, but guys, I'm telling you, understanding how to re-regulate is one of the best gifts that you can give to yourself. Someone asked me for goddess rings last week and I couldn't find any of them, but I do have the tiara rings if anyone wants me to run those. And I love how they sparkle. Oh my gosh, I didn't get the bat signal and missed the start of the show. I'm so happy to see you again. I apologize for the foo bar of my order. No problem. I haven't gotten an answer. Serena, are you still in here? Serena will know. I feel like she knows the answers to everything. If she's still in here, then we can ask her. And if not, I can tag her because she's not live. But I don't know how that works. Can someone tag Roses and Tacos? It's gonna be way too hard for me to try to do it. What size was the ring? I have the goddess ring in 7, 8, 8.5, 9, and 9.5. Love you, Wendy. I also have the bath salts that I can run today. And then I have this, which I've become obsessed with, to sit on your desk. But I was only able to get 3 of them, and it makes me so sad. We'll see if Serena pops back in here, and if she does, then we can ask her, Sassy, so we can get your order fixed. This says little reminders. You are enough. It's okay to have bad days. Don't believe everything you think. You're so very loved. Be kinder to yourself. Everything will be okay, and tomorrow is a new day. Tell me that that's not awesome. I love this. Do I have a piece of paper I can put behind it so you guys can actually see what it says? Do you see that? What an awesome thing to have on your desk, to give to your daughter, to give to your sister. So I'm going to run this while we wait and see if Serena can pop in here. And if not, I mean, Sassy, I reached out and asked a bunch of people and they didn't know. Turn it around. Is it showing up as backwards for you guys? Oh, I didn't know that. I'll run it one more time since it was backwards. And if honestly, Sassy, if Serena can't pop in and we don't know the answer, then just do whatever Whatnot says and I'll deal with it then. I think because I'm a newer seller, that's why maybe they didn't reach out to me. Good morning, Mom. Gave me one of those for Christmas on my desk. I love it so much. I really, really do. Did anyone tell me what size they wanted me to run that goddess ring? And then I can run another necklace for you guys. So we may end a bit early. I wanted to there's someone I can rate into at 10:10 if we are going to end this early. But now's your last shot. If you wanted me to run anything, let me know. I have fidget spinner rings, dopamine items. I have the bath soaks. And then obviously I have the size rings today. And the the sun catchers are in the bin on flash sale. The most important thing that you can do today is ask yourself, how do I want my weekend to go? How do I want to feel? I have these bracelets, Elena, today, which I thought were fun because they matched my dress. So I have these bracelets today in a bunch of different colors. And then, but I don't think I have any bracelet stacks. This is an adjustable cuff, yeah. I like the adjustables because I get overstimulated by jewelry. I need things that I can make them tighter or looser. All right, I'm gonna run one more necklace then, and then we're gonna rate out. So unless there's somebody else who said they wanted something or had a ring size, tomorrow is my really big raid train, guys. I really need to show up because this is the first time I've ever been on it. It's 45 minutes of selling. I'm gonna be alone, so I don't know how I'm gonna number anything. But I really want them to invite me back. It's at 8 p.m. I think I'm 8 to 8:45 or 8:15 to 9. I was looking forward to getting my sun catcher. Oh, I'm excited. It'll be there. Thank you, Finders Keepers. Tomorrow night, hopefully, I might even boost that just because I really appreciate Mayhem Elf. Someone wants to tag her up. She included me. I want to show her that I can bring people. And also, I have to use that show to finish out the week's goal of sales. So I'm going out tomorrow to go sourcing and I'm going to try to find some amazing items for you guys. If you tell me what you like, I can try and look for it. But right now I'm kind of at the mercy of whatever I have here. I'll be there. I found you on the last raid train. Oh, I love that. I got two of the sun catchers. They're beautiful. Oh, I'm obsessed with the sun catchers. I'd have them all over my office if I could. All right, I'm gonna run this and we'll raid out. So I do have sun catchers right now. They're on flash sale in the bin. These are the sun catchers. I mean, they come in all different sizes and they're all random, but this was one of the ones that I was running. I like this one because it had the charms in it. All right, so this necklace is Diamond CZ 24 karat gold plated, 18 inches with a 2.5-inch extender, and the MSRP is $128. It does come with its gift box. So I'm gonna run it, and I am gonna run it at just $8 because I am lazy and only created one item, and I will probably not do that for tomorrow. But if you want to grab it, then it is running. But stick with me even if you don't, because I want to raid out. We have did the daily dump raid, and the daily dump is basically one person that you pour your people into, and we get to pick one show a month, and this is their one show. So Diane, guys, make sure that you tune into these shows because crazy steals. That was a crazy steal, Diane. And I appreciate you so much for your purchase. So we're gonna raid out, but when we raid, we're not supposed to do moons. We do moons and the poop emoji. So it's really important that you guys do that. And then when you get that bat signal, would you please, please, please come and watch the show tomorrow? It would mean a lot to me. Protect your mental health this weekend, protect your energy, and don't let anybody sink your ship. And if you're the one sinking your ship, I want you to remember that you only have one life and you don't want to exchange a moment of that precious life for negativity. So get out of your head and get with a friend and get into nature. All right, we are going to go over to At Peace Estates. Would you please, please, please drop moons and drop poop emojis? I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me.